want to arrive. The knees wide, toes touching, forehead, tip of the nose on the mat. You can just rest your forearms down. Feeling the mid and upper back as you breathe, so feeling that stretch as the air comes from the belly, rises up on the inhale, spreading through the side ribs. Top of the chest, so feeling the mid and upper back opening. We're in child's pose. And then as you inhale, starting to deepen the breath. And on every exhale, open your mouth and sigh the breath out. Feel tailbone sinking towards your heels. Feel that pressure at the top of the thighs as we're getting into the hips. Gently sighing the breath out. And then coming into an active child's pose, so meaning you now lift up the arms, press the palms down and push them away from you. Keep drawing the tailbone down. Feel the length in the spine. And then lift your head, walk your hands over to the left and relax your head down. Press the palms down, push them away from you. Feel the stretch through the side of the body, the hip. Lift the head up, walk your hands over to the right. Relax the head down. Press the palms down, slide them away from you. Feel into the left side of the body. Lift your head up, walk back to center, come into tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Inhale to cow pose, so looking up, tip the tailbone up, straight arms. Exhale, pushing out between the shoulders, tucking the tailbone under. Then follow your own breath. Now keeping the mouth closed as you breathe. Then inhale as you look under. Exhale, inhale, look up. And then rock the hips a little side to side. Just start to move the spine in any direction. Take the hands away a little, lifting up the hips into down dog. Paddle your heels slowly. Start to bring the knee under. Really stretching into the hips. Keep pushing up through the palms, straight arms, relax your head. Okay, then walk your feet towards your hands, come to stand. 3 rounds, Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A, standing in mountain. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale to halfway lift, look up, extend the spine, tip the tailbone up. Exhale, palms down, step back, roll into plank. Lower the knees if you need to, lower and pause in Chaturanga, and the lower to Cobra or Up Dog on the inhale. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into down dog, take 3 breaths. You can move the heels here again if you need to, or if it feels good. Starting to deepen the breath, Ujjayi breath, breath with sound. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step, hop, jump forward to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squeeze the core, thighs towards each other, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, floating forward to Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, roll into plank. Puff out between the shoulder blades, squeeze the shins and thighs towards each other. Lower, pause, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, lift the hips into down dog, 3 breaths. Press into the index finger and the thumb. Feel that external rotation at the top of the arms. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, roll into plank. Lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhaling, coming forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're just working through the upper back today. Just loosening it out. So we're going to bend your knees, bring your tummy to your thighs, take your 2 first fingers and your thumb, wrap them around your big toes, Padangustasana. This is thumb to toe pose. Take your elbows out to the side, relax your head down, then squeeze your core, start to lift your hips. So you want to try and keep your belly on as near your thighs as possible. If you can, you'll straighten your legs. It doesn't matter if they don't get straight, but it's the action through the upper back you want to feel as much as the hamstrings that the arms go out to the side so that you're not overreaching. You want to use the core and then puff out between the shoulder blades. Keep the head relaxed. And then inhale, arms straight. Reach the chest forward. You can keep the knees bent if you need to. And then folding in again. Bend the knees deeply, release the hands, hands to your hips. Coming up. Palms down, step back to down dog. Roll forward into plank. So place your hands well. Imagine you have that block between your shins. Squeeze the thighs and the shins towards each other. Feel the outer hips. Lift the pelvic floor. And then puffing out between the shoulders. Reach the crown of the head away from the heels. Inhale, lift your hips, come into down dog. Pay attention to the upper back here. So we're going to drop to the knees for a moment. Walk your hands into tabletop. And you're going to try this action of when your hands are on the ground, you're going to turn, it's imagining that you're turning the palms out. So you won't be able to because your hands are on the ground, so it's like a closed chain. But in open chain, it would be like this, that the hands will go out. You'll feel the upper arms roll outwards and it stretches a little bit deeper through the shoulders. So we'll try it in tabletop. So turning, imagine you're turning the hands out. Feel how the eye of the elbow rolls forward, the top of the arms roll out. And release it again, just go back to normal and then turn the hands out. Feel the difference through, very subtle through the tops of the shoulders. And then keep that action lifting up into down dog. You might want to take the feet back a little. Feeling that action through the upper back. So it might mean that your dog isn't maybe as deep in that you can't feel that you can't get your chest inwards as much, but it's actually stabilizing the shoulders. Roll forward into plank. Keep that action. So the hands are as if they're rolling out, so the eye of the elbow is forward. Squeeze the outer hips, shins towards each other. Puff out between the shoulder blades. And lift into down dog. Okay, then come down to lie on your front in Sphinx. So cobra legs. So the thighs or the pelvis pressing down into the mat, tops of the feet, so the kneecaps lift. Elbows under shoulders, lift your chest. The gaze is forward, so pressing the elbows down, draw them towards your hips. So that stretch in the core. And feel the upper back. Lower your chin. And then lift your head again, so feeling the stretch. Lie down on your front, bring your arms in front of you. Cobra legs, come up on your fingertips. And then inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades down your back. Lift the kneecaps. Gaze down. Keep the breath coming in nice and even. And then exhale, rest your head on your hands, turn your toes out. Inhale, back to cobra legs. Take the fingertips wide, so in line with the top of your mat, your head. Elbows go up. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, cobra legs, and then lift the chest. So you want to see if you can come off almost to your belly button. As you elbows go up, feeling that widening of the shoulder blades, but also draw them down your back. The legs are strong, keep lifting the kneecaps, tops of the feet pressing down, and then lower down. Coming into forearm plank. So clasping the hands in front, or you can have your arms as if in Sphinx with your forearms parallel. Tuck the toes under. Lift your hips first. And then lift up into forearm plank. But you want to push up between the shoulder blades. Lengthen the spine. So squeeze the outer hips. Reach the chin towards your fists. Push the heels away from you. Squeeze the thighs and shins to the midline. And then lift your hips. Walk your feet in a little. Walk your feet out to plank again. Keep this strong frame through the shoulders, so pressing through the forearms, elbows pressing down, feel the shoulders spread. Lift your hips again, walk your feet in. You can start to dip the chin over the fists, or you can stay where you are if that's too tough. And then bring the knees down. Come back into child's pose. And then from child's pose, you're going to lift your bottom, take your hands or tuck your toes under. The knees are wide. Take your hands around your heels. You're going to drop the head down. So this is rabbit pose. So it stretches through. You should stretch from the middle of the shoulder blades up the cervical vertebrae. So you don't want to dump weight into the head. You need to squeeze your pelvic floor. Drop the crown of the head down. Straight arms. So pull your heels. Lift your hips. So your arms go straight. You're rolling. You might want to adjust the head. So you almost want the back of your skull on the mat. And as you lift your hips, you don't want to press down on the head. It's almost like you're rolling over the back of it. Okay, then come up. Bring your thighs parallel. Keep your toes tucked under. Lift your hips. Place your hands on your sacrum with your fingertips pointing down. So the heel of your hand is into your lower back. Lift your chest. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. And then start to lift your chin. So this is a variation, modified camel pose. So keep the chest lifted, core strong. Thighs strong, and you can look up. Well, you can keep looking forward if the neck is weak, but opening through the chest now, counter pose. Okay, sit back on your heels. You can flatten the feet if you want to, or you can keep them tucked under. Stretch the sole of the feet, whichever feels good. I'm sorry guys if this feels a bit boring today, but it's good to work into the spine. Take it a little bit slower sometimes. Take the arms wide. Cross left over right, or whichever way you want. Garudasana, eagle arms. Press the palms together, or just the backs of the arms towards each other. Lift up to elbows up to shoulder height. Lower the chin. Feel that spread through the top of the shoulders. Take the arms wide. You can adjust the feet if you want. You can now point them behind you, sit down, just stretch a little through the tops of the feet and the shins. Cross the arms the other way. As in the opposite arm is now on top. Keep that lift in your chest. Feel the core engage. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Draw the chin down. And exhale, release. Close your eyes for a moment. Hands on your thighs. Keep the spine long. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Lowering your head. And opening your eyes. Namaste, everyone.